guys, today I have a Stila haul to share with you, which I am very excited about because these products were actually sent to me from a friend of mine who does work for Stila. She and I used to work together back when I was living in California, and she reached out to me and just sent me this amazing surprise package filled with a ton of different beauty goodies because she knows I'm a mega fan of the brand, and I thought I would go ahead and share them with you guys as well. I do want to give her a really huge thank you for sending these over to me. It was very generous and very kind, so I just want to give her an extra special thank you. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the makeup. So the first palette I want to talk about is probably one of my favorites, and it is called the Trust and Love gift set. And it says that this palette is actually inspired by the poetic romance of vintage love letters, which is pretty evident just by looking at the packaging. So it does look like an actual love letter. They even did a little wax seal here on the front with a little key embossed there, so it has that total vintage look to it. I feel like if you're somebody that loves antiques or that whole kind of vintage look, this is right up your alley. And you do open it the way you would a love letter or an envelope. And then here is what the palette looks like inside. So you can see it has 12 eyeshadow shades. It also comes with a lip glaze, and the lip glaze is kind of like a soft peachy pink color. And then finally it comes with one of my favorite mascaras of all time. This is the Stila Extreme Lash Mascara. This gives a lot of length and a lot of volume. I haven't tried anything else in here, but this one I have tried before in the past and it is amazing. So I love that it comes with a little mini one of those. You really can see in the eyeshadow colors the whole like romantic, poetic inspiration that they were going for, because a lot of the shades are very soft. There's some shimmery colors, there's more like deep romantic shades here at the bottom. There's like this really beautiful midnight blue. There's also a dark burgundy color, and you can see the shades are super pigmented. They're very velvety, very soft to the touch, which I love. I feel like this is a really nice versatile palette. If you are a makeup collector like myself, I think you would also really appreciate this just because the packaging is so adorable. Like, I don't even want to put this inside a drawer. Actually, I think I'm just going to display it right here. And we're just going to display her there for right now because she's just too pretty to put away into a drawer. So the next palette I have is this one, and it's an eyeshadow palette. It's called the Eyes Are the Window Shadow Palette, and this one is in the shade Body. And this palette I think is supposed to be like crystal inspired, which you can totally tell just by looking at it. But I say that because a lot of the shades are titled like amethyst, rose quartz, sapphire, emerald, so they all have some kind of gemstone or crystal inspiration, which you can really tell too just by looking at the finish of the shadows, because a lot of them either have some kind of shimmer or glitter running through them, so they give that really nice sparkly crystal-like effect to the eye. And for some reason when I look at this, it reminds me a lot of, if you guys have ever been on the Matterhorn in Disneyland, you know there's this part of the ride where you go through that cave and you see all those crystals and there's that music going on in the background. For some reason when I look at this reminds me of that part of the ride. Like, I feel like a lot of the crystals have this kind of look to them, so I don't know why that's the first thing that came to my mind, but it is such a fun variety of different shades. I feel like I'm gonna pull this out a lot in the summertime. The next palette is called the Perfect Me Perfect Hue Eye and Cheek palette, and mine is in the shade Light Medium. And I thought this was a really cool concept because I do see companies come out with palettes that are designed like around a specific eye color, like green eyes or brown eyes, but I've never seen a palette that's just based on a skin tone, so I thought that was pretty unique about this. So each palette does come with 5 neutral shadows and then 2 coordinating blushes, and this is gonna definitely be like an everyday type of palette. I feel like this is one of those things you can reach for when you don't have a lot of time in the morning and you don't even know what to do with your face, because everything is super smooth, easy to use, super pigmented, and I love that all the shadows and the blushes are right there for you. So really love that guy. And then another thing she sent was this giant bronzer. It is in the shade Medium. It's the Stay All Day Contouring Bronzer for face and body. I love everything from their Stay All Day line. Everything does literally stay all day long. It's crazy, but here is what it looks like. And it's just this really nice, huge bronzer. It's a nice brown, medium tone brown color, and it's totally matte, so there's no shimmer or glitter running through it, which is always the most annoying thing to me when I really like a bronzer. Like, I feel like it's the kind of same feeling you have like when you ever see a t-shirt from the back. If you're ever like shopping and you see a shirt from the back that looks so cute and then you turn it around and it has like some stupid logo on the front. That's kind of how I feel about glitter in my bronzers. Like, why can't you just be a matte bronzer? Anyways, I am rambling. So here is what the color does look like, but you can see it's a really nice medium toned chocolate warm brown color. It actually does remind me a little bit of Too Faced Chocolate Soulé, but I would say this is actually slightly warmer than that one, but it has the same matte finish, super smooth, really pigmented, and I just love how huge it is. So this is going to be perfect for face and body. The next thing is actually this little gift set, and it does have 3 products included in it. And one of them is, again, another one of my all-time favorite mascaras. It's the Stila Huge Extreme Lash. It also comes with a Stila lip glaze, and this is in the shade Kaleidoscope. This is kind of like a warm peachy pink color with little golden sparkles running through it. And then it also comes with this little mini version of their Magnificent Metals eyeshadow in the shade Pixie Dust, which I actually don't own. I own Antique Gold, Kitten, and Rose Quartz. I believe are the 3 that I do own, so this one is brand new to my collection. And when you look at the shade in the jar, it actually looks like a very light crystal pink type of shade, but when you swatch it out, it actually comes out more as a light gold. But can you see how gorgeous that is? It just literally looks like fairy dust. Like, I feel like if Tinkerbell came out with a eyeshadow, this is what she would come out with. It kind of reminds me of like the little glitter she leaves behind every time she flies around. I'm in a really big Disney mood today, and I don't know why. I think it's actually because I watched Moana for the first time about a week ago, and Disney is now just like stuck in my brain, and I really need to go watch Beauty and the Beast, so I'm probably gonna do that this weekend. But anyways, Disney talk aside, I just feel like it does remind me of like a twinkly fairy type of color. It sort of changes between a really light green to a really light yellow, which I mean is totally Tinkerbell, right? And then the next thing I have is a lip balm, and it looks like this. And this was something that I hadn't even heard about before. It's their Stila Color Balm lipstick in the shade Opal. And I mean, the packaging is so cute. It makes you never ever want to get a regular chapstick like ever again. Like, I don't think I could even do chapstick again after this. So this is just a clear balm basically, and it does have a really nice peppermint scent to it. Just instantly like puts me in a better mood when I put this on my lips. It's very, very soft and silky. And what I like about this is that it's really hydrating, but it's not a really soft type of balm. Like, I love my Fresh lip balm. I forget what it's called. I know it has some kind of like fancy name that I can't remember, but as much as I like that and as hydrating as it is, I almost feel like it's a Vaseline sometimes. Like, it breaks apart really easily, it can get really messy. God forbid you leave it in your purse because it will melt everywhere. So one thing I like about this is that it's not quite as soft, it's a little bit more durable. And another thing too is that it's really hydrating without having any kind of like glossy or goopy type of finish. It's not sticky, it's very lightweight, but really, really nice and hydrating on the lips. Okay, so when I saw that my friend sent me a package of all of these things, I was very happy to see everything, but to be honest, deep down in my heart, I was really, really hoping she was gonna send me these, and I was so ecstatic when she did. And these are the new Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. So these are pretty much a liquid version of their original shadows that came out. Now these are gorgeous, but I have to say these do take it up to the next notch. This first one is in the color Molten Midnight. I mean, look at that. It is so stunning. And this is kind of like a dark charcoal black color with a ton of different glitter running through it. It's got silver, gunmetal, and these aren't just like regular glitters, they're just like flakes of glitter. You know what I mean? So they're extra reflective and shiny on the eye. And then the second shade she sent me was Diamond Dust. Oh my God, I just cannot get over these. I feel like these are just like magic in a tube. Like, literally it reminds me of magic. They're so sparkly and glittery, and Diamond Dust is a silver tone with holographic glitters running through it. It looks so just dazzling and sparkly. I'm sorry if I'm using the same word over and over, but Very, very pretty. I could literally stare at these all day long. Next, I have a couple of lip colors, and this was my first time trying these out. These are the Stay All Day Matte Efficient lipsticks, and there are 2 shades that she sent me. I got the shade Jolie and Bordeaux, and they're just little slim lipsticks like this. And here is the color Bordeaux, which is obviously a really nice deep oxblood kind of color. And then the second shade is Jolie, which I feel like is going to be one of my new everyday colors. Just looks like that. And this is more of a medium mauve-y pink type of shade, and this has a really, really nice matte finish. Okay, so we are down to the final product, and it's one of the ones that I'm the most excited to try out. It is their Stila Aqua Glow Watercolor Blush in Water Blossom, and it looks like this. And I have seen these before from Stila. I think I swatched some out inside of Ulta, and I never pulled the trigger on them. But now that I have just tested it out just on the back of my hand, I don't know why I passed these up the first time around, because they are gorgeous. So here is the shade Water Blossom, which I know looks really scary in the pot. It looks like a really intense hot pink color, but the formula of these blushes are actually very watery and kind of watercolor-esque, which I love the concept of that, because I've talked about before how I like blushes, but I do feel like because my skin has a lot of texture in it, a lot of times blushes that are really heavy in formula or really powdery end up accentuating my pores like crazy and making me look a lot older than what I want to look like. So something that I really appreciate about these, here is that color swatched out. So you can see it's just like a soft wash of color to the cheeks. Like, it adds a little bit of glow and brightness to the skin, and it dries down looking just like your skin, which I really, really like. So there's no heavy like powder look, or like sometimes really heavy creams can make me look really greasy. This doesn't make me look oily when I swatch it out. I haven't tried it on my cheeks yet, but I can tell just by looking at it, there's no like dewy finish or anything like that. It just looks like my actual skin. If you have the same problem with blushes as me, where you feel like they tend to look really heavy or powdery on the skin, I would highly recommend checking these out. To be honest, now that I've opened everything, I'm kind of inspired to maybe do like a first impressions video, because a lot of these things I've swatched out but haven't really used yet. So if that's something you guys might like to see, let me know down in a comment below, or if there are any Stila favorites of your own that you think I should check out, let me know in a comment, because I love hearing new suggestions. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and if you're new to my channel, definitely don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.